On the shelving units there, it's a huge collection of junk. Not all junk. Some of it's actually useful tools, but it's just piled in there randomly, and you can sort through. Uh, Lead-headed hammer. That's kind of a nice thing to have. And a $10 saw. Looks like a toolbox saw. Tin shears, hammers, milling cutters, wide variety of clamps and clips and bits and bobs. I don't know what that is. Some kind of a stamp. Wire brush. Lots of handles. C-clamps. I have to hold myself back because, you can never have too many clamps. But I really have more broken clamps than I can use. That set of hex sockets is interesting, but I already have a couple sets of those. This one, hedge trimmer attachment, I've looked at it 15 times and thought, that's kind of a cool thing, but really totally useless. And I have a really nice one already. Little wooden handles. Don't know what to go to. That looked like some kind of carpet stretcher. Oddest looking little pair of pliers. Not sure what they are. Pipe wrenches. Interesting pipe wrenches. But I have a plethora of those also. My problem as a tool restorer, I have so many already that I just kind of look at them and go, I've got 5 or 10 or 100 of those already. I really don't need any more drill bits. But I'm always interested to see what things are. Now, this is some kind of an air pump, I believe. Not sure, but it looks like an air pump. Best guess, air pump. This is cool. Ammeter. It's also 60 bucks. It's also older than my grandfather. Chains and hooks. Just odd little things. Nice set of drawers there. Oh, this caught my eye. Vices. Charles Parker. Those are nice. $300. Yep, firm. The router. I walk over here and I look at another vise, and that one's 125. This one's 40. It's a little kind that clamps onto the edge of a table. Nah, not thinking that's anything I'd want. This is a Craftsman. Interesting, but nope. Craftsman router. I don't know who made this vise. It was clear back behind a bunch of stuff and I couldn't reach it very well. So I didn't get a chance to look at it very close. $50 router. Well, it's nice to know it's worth $50 to somebody. And the Sawzall in the box. Didn't see a price on it, didn't bother looking. It's a busy day. I try not to take pictures of people. I'm there looking at the things. I was once told that engineers are more interested in things than people. Must be I'm an engineer. Son of a gun, I am. This bell is neat, but it's also cracked. It's got a seriously big crack in it. It's unfortunate too. Cast iron bells are just very, very nice when they ring. Frying pans. Cast iron spiders, as my great grandmother would have called them. And this huge blade, I have no idea what it was for. Some kind of an air mover for a factory, I think. Big bin full of chains. And they have a lot of hardware. Because what they do at the Heritage Company is they find houses that are being taken down, old houses, and they go in and salvage as much of everything as they can so that it's not tossed out. And they are known all over Michigan, and I don't know, probably further than that, for having hardware and trim and columns and just all kinds of things. I go there for the tools. They really don't feature the tools as a thing that they do. I mean, the tools are just kind of there. When they clean out the houses, they take whatever's in the house and try and do something with it, sell it, make some money on the thing. But their big thing is the hardware. Hinges, doorknobs, window frames, door frames. Lots of stuff. Biggest collection of old sinks I've ever seen in my life. And a very nice coffee grinder, too. Stained glass, cabinet doors, pantry doors, windows, furniture, glassware, big trays, a really nice kitchen table, big oak kitchen table, and a bunch of post office box doors. Somebody did a really good job designing those 100 years ago. Still work to this day. Some places still have them. People tend to just smash down on the keys on typewriters, which bends the hardware on the inside and makes them so that they don't work well. It's a lot of work trying to get them tuned back up so that the keys line up. Yep, that's a nicely done table. Got a full set of chairs too. Stained glass windows. Stained glass in the front of that cabinet too. Glass balls are kind of interesting. I don't know what you do with them. I think they might be some kind of float for a net, or it could just be decorative. And here you see the big thing that they have at the Heritage Center. Hardware. They have a crew of guys that go through and clean it up and polish it and put it here in the room, and people come and buy it. A lot of people come and buy it. Now, this was something new. Somebody for Valentine's Day set up a little shop on one end of the store, and they're selling flowers. Kind of cool. That's interesting. I like the lamp hangers. Unfortunately, most of them are missing the hanger. It was a cast iron piece that was fastened to the wall with 2 screws. And when you sell a house, anything that requires a tool to remove it is considered affixed. When you sell the house, unless you specifically say, you can't have that thing, I'm not selling it with the house, it goes with the house. So quite often they just get left. And I imagine these guys that are cleaning out the house just go through and pick everything off the walls and take the pictures and the window frames and all the other things. Anything that's hard to get to, it's left behind. I don't know where they were that they wound up with all those globes. Were they stripping out of school? Who knows? If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.